We're back to this match. Welcome back to Extreme CAW Wrestling episode 20. Pinnacle episode, milestone episode. I'm proud to be here. Welcome back, Nick McMichaels. Of course, the voice of ECW reporting live to you, the fans at home. I'm glad you could make it, ladies and gentlemen. Protection versus Mitch Cassidy. With Raymond Zender, the general manager, at ringside. But wait a second, a bicycle kick coming out of nowhere. Absolutely knocking Mitch Cassidy onto his ass. And that could be, oh my, yeah, that did it. Shit, excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen, but the bicycle kick from Protection coming out of absolutely nowhere and taking the head off of the rookie Mitch Cassidy straight out of the Farm League. And there's our Spanish announce team. I love your soccer team and your Taco Bell, but back to this, the Protection, it looks like he has just completely proven himself. I don't know if it was that much of a challenge for him, but hey, what can you do? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Extreme CAW Wrestling episode 20. I am Mick McMichaels, like I just said a few minutes ago. But the biggest deal we have coming up in Extreme CAW Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is our upcoming pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble. 20 superstars will enter the ring, and one will exit the ring as the winner of the Royal Rumble and the contender, the number one contender to the ECW Championship at ECW's very own WrestleMania. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, Royal Rumble 2010 ECW, and wow, what a night it's going to be. You guys do not want to miss this. I don't even know what's going down that night, but to be honest, it's not a pay-per-view you want to miss, plain and simple. 20 superstars will enter the ring, one will exit the ring. We have the ending of our Triple Threat tournament. We'll come to a close and we will have our new YouTube champion that night. We will have, perhaps, a new ECW champion. It's going to be either Brent or Tyrant going up against Eric Samoid. And you got to imagine, the ECW champion cannot be too happy about that. Both very vicious superstars, very disgusting, powerful human beings. And what can I say, ladies and gentlemen? We also have Ava Dawn and Kimberly Page going at it for the women's title. And if the faction manages to succeed against the Misfits tonight, there will be no match at Royal Rumble. However, there will be a match if the Misfits win. But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we will get right back to that. We have a first blood match. Last week on ECW, Colossus, the man who took Metaphor, an ex-YouTube champion, out of action in the ECW due to a Buried Alive match, is now going up against the man, his remains, you could say, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Pulp, of course, is the man I'm talking about here. Colossus, last week in an interview, considered Adam Pulp to be the remains, the leftovers of Metaphor. And he said he needed to rid the ECW of these remains by facing Adam Pulp and challenging him to a first blood match. We have had first blood matches in the past on this show, and it is truly a barbaric event. Just the thought of making your opponent bleed, not pinning him 1, 2, 3 and defeating him, but the goal of this match is simply to make your opponent bleed, and the first opponent to do so will be the victor. Whoever can make their opponent bleed will be the victor. So there we go. The 500-pound monster Colossus going up against his ex-partner in tag team action and his manager, you could say, Adam Pulp. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is no longer Adam Pulp. From what we've seen in the past few weeks, this man that comes down the ramp is not Adam Pulp, but it is just remains of his body. We've seen him in action last week, or the week before, excuse me, in Triple Threat action and Hardcore Scramble action, for that matter. And this is not Adam Pulp we're seeing right now. This is something Metaphor has done to Adam Pulp that cannot be explained, nor can it be even comprehended. The damage he has done to Adam Pulp's mentality, completely brainwashed him, completely changed him into almost a minion of Metaphor's doing. Bottom line is, Adam Pulp, a couple months ago, would not be doing this to Colossus, nor would he even step foot in the ring with a man of Colossus' size. Adam Pulp seems like he is in a trance, he is in a daze, he is somewhat under a brainwash that Metaphor still has the hold on, even though Metaphor has been buried alive and taken away. A first blood match we have scheduled for this massive episode 20 in ECW. We hope you are enjoying the show so far, ladies and gentlemen. And what a show we still have. We still have that huge Faction versus Misfits championship match. Well, I guess it is. If the Faction wins the match, they not only win the title, but the Misfits will be fired on the spot from Extreme CAW Wrestling. If the Misfits win, as according to the agreements of the GM, Raymond Zender, the Misfits will get to choose the match and face the Faction at the Royal Rumble. But first things first, here we go. Adam Pulp, something you never thought you'd see before. Adam Pulp and Colossus going toe-to-toe in the ring in a first blood match, and Colossus sort of iffy. But of course, Adam Pulp going for the first strike. Adam Pulp attacking Colossus a couple weeks ago on ECW when Colossus was involved in a match against Tyrant, coming out from under the ring and attacking Colossus in that match. Imagine the majority of the strikes in this match will be going to the face, to the head of the opposing superstar in order to make them bleed. But hell, you could pinch Adam Pulp's back and make him bleed, and I think you can still win this match. To be honest, I'm not sure of the rules in that case, but I would imagine, just by fault, oh God! Just by fault, you would go for the face, right? This is wrestling. This is a man's sport. You're not going to scratch somebody's back and make them bleed. That's just stupid. Oh! Wow! Adam Pulp with a huge punch to the face as Colossus runs right into it. Goes for a little bit of a flip. And speaking of flip, kick right to the back. Colossus' head, now an elbow to the face. And just remember, one quick shot to the face. The superstar bleeds, that's the end of it. This is not a pin match, this is a first blood match. Colossus aiming to end this feud with Metaphor and his minion Adam Pulp once and for all right here on episode 20 of Extreme CAW Wrestling. Now Adam Pulp on the outside of the ring, coming right back in. Jesus, ref, get out of the way, Meat. You're gonna get yourself hurt. Of course, that is our referee, Jonathan Turbule. Now Adam Pulp almost stalking Colossus on the outside, now getting to the top ropes and coming in with a missile drop kick, taking Colossus down to the mat. The fans appreciate that. And I must remind you, ladies and gentlemen, seeing as this is a first blood match, there is also no disqualification. That's right, you heard me, no disqualification, meaning chairs, ladders, steps, Jesus, anything, tables, fists, anything can be used to make your opponent bleed, whatever you gotta do, including drop kicks, just like Adam Pulp's right there. And now Adam Pulp taking the toll, headbutt after headbutt on Colossus. Could this do it? This could do it. 1, 2, and oh! Adam Pulp, maybe not a wise move of getting off the 500-pound monster there, but still maintaining control of this match. I'm no wrestler. I'll let these two fight it out. I won't provide any tips. Oh, Colossus. 2 big boots after Adam Pulp missed those 2 kicks. Could prove costly. Now both superstars on the outside of the ring. Now throwing Adam Pulp into the barricade just by our table, the Spanish announce team's table. And headbutt in the corner there. Again, going for the blood in this first blood match between Colossus and Adam Pulp. Plenty more to come later tonight. We've still got that tag team match with the Faction and Misfits coming up. We've got the #1 contenders match. And plenty more after that, ladies and gentlemen. But before we cut to break and Colossus picks up the steps, unfortunately, we have to cut to break. Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, we'll return as soon as we can. We're running out of time. We'll be right back.